Who was responsible for the Holocaust? According to the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum in Washington, some people say that only the Nazis hold the blame. A misconception they're working to address in their new exhibit called Some Were Neighbors, showing how people from all walks of life, including women, collaborated with Hitler. Susan Bachrach curated this special exhibit. She says the museum hopes to show how everyday civilians contributed to the Holocaust in countless ways, large and small.
The exhibition, Some Were Neighbors, really aims to get people to think in ways that aren't just black and white about everything, because there are some very popular conceptions about this history. One is that people were forced to do what they do and that they didn't have any choice. This exhibition tries to show that people did have choices in a number of situations.
Bachrach says these questions still hold great relevance today, both to large-scale humanitarian crises and in everyday encounters where individuals need to consider going against the crowd.
We hope by presenting these kinds of ordinary people, ordinary situations, ordinary roles, even in extreme circumstances, that somehow this might resonate for people in their lives today in different kinds of circumstances where they might be called on to show courage in certain situations, to stand up.
Dr. Wendy Lauer, the author of the newly released Hitler's Furies, German Women in the Nazi Killing Fields, is an exhibition advisor who has spent years combing through archives of German documents. She has focused on the role women played in perpetrating the Holocaust.
There are, as I said, 13 biographies, witnesses, accomplices, perpetrators. Most of the women were witnesses and accomplices, and then there's this really shocking chapter on the perpetrators, which has captured a lot of attention.
Research for the exhibition and the book details secretaries who kept records of Nazi plans, nurses who took care of SS officers, German women who took Jewish belongings, female relatives to Nazis who offered emotional support, and women who became killers themselves. It raises questions about their levels of complicity and responsibility.
Once you kind of take the Holocaust out of the confines of these gassing centers and you put it into these communities, open air settings, then suddenly the notion of witnessing, of participation, complicity, it takes on all these other dimensions.
The Holocaust Museum says the exhibit has received particularly strong praise from teachers, seeking ways to communicate and debate complex ideas about moral responsibility. The enthusiastic response to Dr. Lauer and the Holocaust Museum's work shows that there's an appetite for their challenging research. And Dr. Lauer is anticipating the debut of her book in Germany and parts of Eastern Europe, where a few of the women she features still live today. I'm Rebecca Foster for JN1 in Washington.